Hello everyone, welcome to another coding interview question. So as usual, we'll be discussing the problem description, the step-by-step approach for solving this problem, and finally the coding implementation. So let's discuss this problem. So flipping the matrix. So what do we mean by this? So we are given a 2D array with values of 1 or 0, and we have to do the following actions. First is we have to flip the matrix horizontally, and next we have to replace 1 with 0, replace 0 with 1. So we have to invert the values. Okay, so for example, we have this. This is the matrix with the first row 1 1 0 0, next is 0 1 0 0, and the next row is 0 0 1 1. Alright, so for the first row, we have to flip it horizontally, and we go to the second row, flip it again, and then last row, flip it once again. Okay, now it says that we have to replace 1 with 0 and replace 0 with 1. So let's do that. If we replace that, we should get these values. Second row, we should get these values. And then for the last row, 1 1 0 0 will become 0 0 1 1. So that is the expected output. Now, how are we going to solve this problem? So, here is the approach that we will be taking. What we're going to do is to process each row one by one. So let's take the first row first, of course. So we would need to have two cursors. The first cursor at the very start of the array and a cursor at the very end. So what we're going to do is to flip those values like this. It's because that's the first task. And also we can replace 1 with 0 and 0 with 1 already, so that we don't have to go through the array once again later on. So for 0 it will become 1 and 1 it will become 0, like this. And now we'll move to the next values. So we move the start cursor to the right and the end cursor to the left. And then we're going to flip those values again. And then invert the values. 0 will become 1 and 1 will become 0. And now we move to the next array. Having those two cursors again, we flip them. And then invert the values, move the cursors, flip them, and then invert the values. Alright, now to the last row of the matrix. So the cursors, flip the values, invert them, and then move the cursors. Flip the values, and then invert them again. And now we have our matrix. So this is the result. Now, let's see how we are going to implement this in codes. We are given a class which we call flipMatrix01, and then we have a main method. And then in our main method, we have the matrix, of course. And then each row of the matrix corresponds to the values that we are going to flip and invert later on. So for the first row, we are going to flip it. As you can see there, 1 1 0 0 will become 0 0 1 1, 0 1 0 0 will become 0 0 1 0. Okay, and then after that we will be inverting the values. So from 0 0 1 1 it will become 1 1 0 0, 0 0 1 0 will become 1 1 0 1, and so on. And then we are going to display the values. So first we'll display the before values and then the after values. So the after will be displayed by calling the flip matrix. Flip matrix is the method where we will be really working on. And then we would just quickly display the display matrix. So the display matrix, we would just go through all the rows of the matrix and then go to each value of the matrix and then display them one by one. Okay, so let's start. So let's type down first the task that we're going to do. The first thing, of course, is to flip the matrix. So comment it down first. Flip each row. And then next we are going to invert the values for each row. Okay. Now to start with a flip each row, we have to go through each row of the matrix. So for int row matrix, and then we have to declare the start and the end cursors. So start would of course be at 0 index, and end would be the length of the row minus 1. And then we're going to loop through the array as long as the start is less than end. And then do a simple switch of the values. So temp would be equal to the start, and then we would be assigning the end value to the start. Next, end would be equal to temp. And now we're going to increment the start and decrement the end to move the cursors to the right and to the left. Okay, so that's it for flipping each row. If we actually run this one, we could see in the console that we have flipped the values. So 1100 has become 0011, 0100 has become 0010, and finally 1100 after, and before it was 0011. To invert the values, we are actually just going through all the values of the array, of the matrix actually, so loop through each row by doing a for each in the matrix. And to access each value of the row, we have to do a normal loop because we need to know the index of the value that we are currently accessing to update them. So the value at row I will have to be updated if, for example, the value is equal to 1. So if row I is equal to 1, we are going to update that to 0, otherwise it will become 1. So this will happen to the entire matrix. So if we run the program, we should get these values. The first row would become 1100, second row would become 1101, which was previously 0100. We can actually improve this program by looping through the entire matrix once, because currently we are accessing each value twice. So for the first one is to flip each value, the second one is to invert the values. So what we're going to do now is to invert the values right after we have flipped them. So you can see it as follows. Start will be updated to 0 if it's currently equal to 1. And same for end, it will be updated to 1 or 0 depending on its current value. We can now remove the invert values, as this should already work. So this will be the part that we are inverting the values. Okay, so if we run this, we should get the following. So we still get the same value as the one earlier. So for the first row, it will still be 1100 after we have flipped it and inverted. Okay, we can actually improve this further by doing this. So before assigning temp, we will be updating temp to 0 or 1 depending on its current value, and same for end. So we copy and paste this, it should be the same. So end would be updated depending on its current value, and now we can remove this part. Once you run this, it should result to the same thing. And that's it. I hope everything is clear for you. So if you have any questions, make sure to comment it down below. If you have any requests, comment it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and good luck and see you next time. Bye bye.